And welcome to the MCC Student Accounts Orientation. We are going to begin just by sort of letting you know a little bit about what sort of tools you have available when you sign on as a student at MCC. So setting up your MCC account will give you access to your student email, to SelfService, Blackboard, free Office 365 subscriptions, and all of the campus computers in the library and the CAPS lab. So the first thing that you need to know about your accounts at MCC is where to access most of the information. And you can find that by accessing the Tech Trail menu in the top right corner of the MCC homepage. You can see by the little orange arrow where to find that. And once you click on that Tech Trail menu, you're going to see lots of different items available for you. You can access services like the MCC library using the catalog and the databases. You can access Nelnet, which is the payment plan software through MCC. You can access your password reset, self-service to view your grades, financial aid, and other user information. And you can access our technical help page. So for many, if not all of these services, you're going to need your MCC username and your password. So your MCC username will be automatically generated, and it's used to uniquely identify you at MCC. It's comprised of your last name, the first initial of your first name, and the last 4 digits of your 7-digit student ID. And we use these 2 credentials to log into all MCC accounts. So we're going to go over how to locate your username and your password now. But just note that if you're a brand new student, it can take several minutes for you to receive the initial email that contains your username. So for now, just follow along and we'll assist with any account activations at the end of the session. So in order to find your MCC username, you're going to access that Tech Trail button at the top right of the screen. And then you're going to go all the way down to Self-Service. When you open Self-Service, you'll need to click a green button to proceed, and then you'll find this landing page. If you look down toward the bottom where the Forgot Your Username prompt is, you can click on that username link, and it's going to take you to this screen. You'll enter your first name, your last name, and your personal email address. Now this part is important. We don't want to put our MCC email address here because this is going to send you a link with your username in it. So make sure that it is the email we have on file for you at MCC. That'll be a personal email or some sort of alternate email that you can reach outside of the college. So you'll check your personal email, which will contain your username, and make sure you write that down. Keep it in a safe place. And next it'll be time to reset your password. So we can find the password reset menu on that Tech Trail menu. We always encourage students to use the password reset option via Tech Trail to change their password, because this way it will change the password for all of your MCC accounts. Now these passwords expire every 90 days, and if you're having trouble logging into any of your accounts, it's usually a good idea to try a password reset first. 9 times out of 10 that'll eliminate the problem. So when you click the password reset link on the Tech Trail menu, you will see 2 options on that page. The first option is through the Microsoft portal, and the second is through Self-Service. Now, because option 1 requires you to have created a Microsoft account through MCC, new students are encouraged to use this second option through Self-Service. And so we're going to go over that one first. In order to reset your password using Self-Service, you will click the link to access the Self-Service portal. This is familiar because this is where you just went to locate your username, but this time you're going to click on that password link. So on the next screen, you will enter your MCC username, and here again we'll have to enter that personal email address so that the reset link is sent to your personal email. So once you receive that link, you'll be able to reset your password that way. The other option you will find on that password reset page is through the Microsoft portal. And again, you have to have created your Microsoft account in order for this to work for you. But in order to do option 1, you would go to the following link that is on the password reset page. You would enter your full MCC email address and then complete the CAPTCHA. And then you're going to come to this screen. It automatically has the I forgot my password option selected. So then you'll click next again. And then on the next screen, you will be able to choose, depending on what information is available in that account, whether you would like to receive your verification code through your personal email, or it can be texted to your mobile phone. So once you receive that code, you'll enter it on the page, and once again, you'll be prompted to reset your password this way. So no matter which option you use to reset your password, we do have some requirements in place. So all MCC passwords must be between 8 and 20 characters. They must include at least one number. They must include at least one uppercase character, one lowercase character, and they can't contain your email, your username, or any part of your first and last name for security reasons. They also cannot contain special characters. I know that's a new one for us, but we really only want letters and numbers in your MCC password now. So in theory, now that you've got your username and your password, the first thing that you may want to access is your MCC student email. You can also access this through TechTrail. It is a link called Gmail with Trailmail in parentheses. I have a direct link posted on the presentation, or you can just open up Gmail and log in using your MCC student email address. Now your MCC email address is going to be your username at student.montgomery.edu. So for example, if Sheldon Cooper is a student at MCC and his username is CooperS0073, his email address will be CooperS0073@student.montgomery.edu. And if you take a look at the left side of the page, that's the sign-in screen you're going to see for your student email. You'll notice that if you do access it through TechTrail, you will be able to have the second part already filled in for you. So you'll just enter your username and your password, and it'll take you to your inbox. So just a note on email, you go back. The first time you log into your student email, you'll be prompted to set up a backup verification method. And we highly encourage that you do this just so that you can get back into your Gmail account if you're ever bumped out. So taking a look at the Gmail inbox here, we suggest that you check this at least 3 to 5 times per week. This is the medium that all of your instructors are going to be using to contact you about all the important course items. So make sure that you're checking this frequently throughout the week. If you look in the bottom right corner, there's an example of an email that you would compose to an instructor. In the subject line, it's always a good idea to include the name of your course. And another important thing, when you do need to contact your instructors, it's a great idea to use that MCC email address. That will guarantee that you get the promptest response because your instructor sees the domain, they know exactly who this email is coming from. So many of you will be taking Blackboard courses this semester. Blackboard is Montgomery Community College's learning management system. And what that means is that all lessons, assignments, tests, discussion boards, and other course information can all be accessed in one place. And Blackboard, just like all of your other accounts, can be accessed through the TechTrail menu. So on the left side of the screen, you'll see where you can access Blackboard. And over to the right is the landing page. So you'll see a place for you to enter your username and your password. If you're having trouble getting logged in, you're getting an error message. I know I mentioned this earlier, that the login help button just below has lots of instructions on resetting your password and troubleshooting your accounts. Once you do get logged into Blackboard, you're going to see a home page that looks a lot like this. And the three things that I want to bring to your attention are the Tools modules over here on the left. This gives you access to all of your announcements, to your calendar, to your grades, and you can even send email inside of Blackboard. The My Courses module on the right side is where you'll see a list of all of your current courses. And then in the top right corner is the global navigation menu. That's where your name's going to be. I usually call this the shortcut menu because if you're inside one course and you don't want to navigate all the way back to the home page to access another one, you can just click up there in the top right on that global nav menu and you'll be able to easily switch between your courses. So a little bit about the course menu items. You will see these things in all of your courses. That's because MCC has something called a common course layout. The top 4 items will be in every single course that you're taking here at MCC online. You have the announcement section, which is of course updates and announcements from your instructor. You'll have the Start Here section, which normally contains the syllabus, any course scheduling information, and then some contact information for your instructors. Now, the Assignments tab is going to have the bulk of your coursework in it. It will have your lessons, your tests, anything that you need. And then, of course, Grades is where you can go to check the current grade you have in that course. The middle section, we have actually allowed our instructors to add up to 4 custom items in this area. 2 of the most common that you may see are Discussion Board and Blackboard Collaborate. And Collaborate, by the way, is our new virtual classroom. It is an excellent tool if you just need to hop on for some office hours or to do a group project with students. And then down at the bottom, you can see 2 links that will also be there all the time. Those are Student Resources and ACE Online Tutoring. Student Resources will take you to things like the virtual bookstore, financial aid, and the course catalog. And ACE Online Tutoring is a free tutoring service that's offered to all of our MCC students. So a great opportunity to take advantage of. So looking a little deeper into these Blackboard courses, some of the things that you'll see in every course are these mandatory first assignments. They sound much scarier than they are. The mandatory first assignment is basically an activity that all students will need to complete by the census date of the course. That's going to be the date that appears in the to the right of the mandatory first assignment. It is only 1 question, and it just basically confirms that you are who you say you are, you've read the syllabus, and you are the individual for whom the credentials have been intended. And I'll show you a little bit about what that assignment looks like. When you click on it, there's only 1 question. And the prompt says, by answering true, I'm verifying that I've read the syllabus for this course, and I verify that I'm the student for which this Blackboard login information was given. So this is not for a grade, but it is very, very important that you complete this mandatory first assignment to make sure that you don't get dropped from your online courses. Another course that you may see in your Blackboard if you're a new student is the Distance Learning Orientation. It is not for a grade, but it is also very highly encouraged that new students complete this. I know in some circumstances the orientation may be required, I believe, by the CIS courses. But for most students, we just encourage this. It's basically a tour of Blackboard. So how to submit assignments, how to participate in the discussion board, and just really a lot of good tips on how to succeed as an online learner. And that'll be available throughout the entire semester. So there's no rush to get that done if you're not a CIS student, because it'll be available, it'll be there for reference if you need it. And then one of the most common questions we see, I did want to address this in the presentation today. Your Blackboard courses will not show up in your Blackboard until the first day of class. So if you log in before class starts and you can't see a course, don't panic. Chances are you're probably enrolled, and it will show up on the morning that your courses are slated to begin. If you do have any trouble though, feel free to put in a help desk ticket with us. The email is helpdesk@montgomery.edu, and someone will assist you as soon as they can. All right, well, we're going to move on now to Miss Sam Britt, who is going to show us a little bit about reading your syllabus.
Well, welcome. My name is Sam Britt, and I'm the Department Chair for English, Arts, and Humanities. And the lady here to my right, this is Dr. Natalie Winfrey, and she is the Dean of Arts and Sciences. And so we wanted to take a few minutes to do an overview of the course syllabus, what the syllabus is, what it means, how you really need to appreciate your course syllabus, and also how you can benefit from your course syllabus. So we'll take a look in a moment at an actual syllabus, which is from the Psychology 150 course that Dr. Winfrey teaches, and we'll take a look at the sections. Okay, so you attend your first day of class, whether it be seated or online, and your instructor, if it's seated in person, hands you a stack of paper, pieces of paper stapled together, and says, here's your syllabus. And so you may be wondering, okay, we're going over this thing called a syllabus, so what is it? What's the purpose of it? What do I do with it? Or if it's your online class, you may be instructed in the first module to read through the syllabus. There will be a link for it. So let's talk about what that word means, especially if it's new to you. The formal definition of a syllabus is a document that explains and communicates specific information about a course and defines expectations and responsibilities. But it's actually much more than that, because it actually will give you all the information that you need about what the course is about and how you can excel in the course and be successful. Your instructors, they want you and want to help you be successful in your courses, and the syllabus is an important part of that. I know it's a funny word to pronounce, syllabus. It's Greek. It comes from the 15th century when Cicero wrote these letters to Atticus, and he was one of the first ones to use headings and subheadings, and it's really neat what he put in the letters, but that's another presentation for another day. But it is called a syllabus, and if you have more than one, it's the plural syllabi. But you'll also hear it being referred to as a roadmap or a contract or an agreement. But again, it's your responsibilities, the expectations of the course, but also the information you need so that you can be successful. And you will learn from the syllabus what this course will provide you. What you're going to learn after you've completed the course, what you will be able to do, what you'll know about. All right, so MCC, all the courses use a common syllabus template, just like the Blackboard layout. Everyone's course will use the same template as far as the different headings, the different sections, the standard MCC policies such as attendance. However, the depth and comprehensiveness of some of the content within these sections can vary widely between course and course and instructor. For example, some instructors may give you in-depth information about their expectations for discussion boards, the length of the discussion boards, their grading, other assignment explanations. So that information can be different. Late work policy, their policy on accepting late work. So it can vary between different instructors. Due dates. Some courses will have a Wednesday due date. Some courses may have a Sunday due date. So it's really important that you look at those course due dates, assignment due dates, and make sure to get those in whatever time management system that you use, whether it be your personal calendar, your phone, whatever you happen to use. I will also say to please do not judge how challenging or difficult a course may be based on the length of the syllabus. Sometimes students have a misconception that, oh, I have this, how many pages? 15-page syllabus, 18-page syllabus, and they may think, oh, this must be a hard class. The syllabus is so long. Actually, that's a gift that the instructor has just given you. If you have a very in-depth, longer syllabus, that is a gift, because that means the instructor has been thorough, given you all the information that you need, an explanation, so you can have a clear picture of what that particular course is and what you need to do for that particular course. So again, it is a gift. And you also get a glimpse of the instructor's teaching style whenever you see how they have explained different components of the course. So let's take a quick look at what the syllabus will look like as far as the headings. All the syllabi will include, of course, the course information. So you will know how many credit hours, when the course meets, the location of that particular course. The instructor information, which is very important because in all of your college classes you want to keep very good communication with your instructor. Often they will let you know what their preferred method of contact is, when their office hours are, so you know when you can stop by without an appointment. But that way, again, you know the best way to reach your instructor. Textbook information, whether you'll need to purchase a textbook or if you're going to be, it's a free textbook through a free service. You're going to have information for the accessibility statement, and again, we're just going to go through it, briefly. The course competencies, again, everything that you should be able to do when you complete this course and understand. The outline of topics, you get a good glimpse of the different interesting topics, like for example in this psychology class, the things that you're going to learn about. The final grade computation, this is an important part of the syllabus because, again, each course will be different. Some courses will have tests and quizzes that will be worth a certain percentage. Some courses may not have tests and quizzes. They may have essays and reflections or presentations. So you really need to see, how am I going to earn my grade in this course and what is the weighting of different assignments. The grading scale is the standard grading scale for MCC that all courses will use for North Carolina colleges. Your student accounts, which Mallory Smith touched on some of these, such as your email, your Blackboard, a VISO also, which will be discussed at a later time. Course policies. So here again, some of these are standard MCC policies, but some of them are going to be course specific and instructor specific, such as late work and different policies in that section. This is another area, other helpful information where again it can vary. So make sure to read that really carefully, and I highly recommend the first week of class, take all of your syllabi for all of your courses, spread them out together, and go ahead and be looking at the differences, highlight different parts of each course, because again, some will have different due dates. Some instructors will give you directions on how to submit different types of assignments. So you want to make sure that you highlight the differences and you're familiar with them. Blackboard, Dr. Winfrey gives you a good explanation about Blackboard as well. And remember, all seated classes, even your in-person classes, will have a Blackboard shell, and your syllabus will always be loaded there. But some in-person, many in-person actually courses do require that students still upload their assignments to Blackboard instead of submitting them in class. So that's why it's really important to read the syllabus to see what the format of that particular class that you're taking requires. Discussions, presentations, good explanation of what those assignments look like, what the expectations are for those particular assignments, tests and exams. So again, this area can vary depending on the course. And if we go down, there will be an area for your course calendar. So your syllabi should include a calendar where you know each week what you're discussing that week, what you're studying that week, what you need to read or be prepared for, the topics, and then the due date as well. So this particular area of the syllabus, my tip is still print out your syllabus and always have that in your course notebook. But also this particular area, the course calendar, you can copy and paste it into another Word document from your course syllabus. Many instructors will have this as a separate link in the Blackboard shell of the course. But either way, print that out in a separate Word document, just copy and paste it, and then have that also in your course notebook that you keep, your own notebook that you keep for your class. That way it's right there, easily accessible. You don't have to dig through the syllabus to find it, and that way you always know, at a finger's touch exactly what am I doing this week, what's due, what's coming up. And another good thing to do with this course calendar look at all of your courses and all of your syllabi at the same time and go ahead and pull out the due dates for all of your courses and put it in your own personal calendar or your whatever time management system you use, because it's really good to look ahead. If you have all of your courses mapped out from your course calendar, then you can foresee, oh, week 5, I have a test due, I have an essay due, and I have a presentation due, all the same week. So that you know, leading up to that, you need to prep and be prepared for that. Okay, so the course calendar portion is very important. The COVID statement, make sure you are aware of MCC's COVID protocol. There's also an affidavit. Some courses will ask you to sign this, just indicating that you have read and understood the syllabus. And if it's online, completing that mandatory first assignment is verification that you have read the syllabus and that you understand it and you agree to its components. So some final tips on the syllabus. Remember that the syllabus will be given to you for your in-person classes, but it is always available in your Blackboard shell. Know those due dates, that's very important. In college courses, you may not always receive reminders about upcoming assignments, so make sure you understand that course calendar and be prepared for it. Put it in your own calendar, however you keep up with it. Read the syllabus, reread it, and refer back to it all throughout the semester. I have been on both sides of the syllabus. I'm an instructor, and I've created syllabi and used syllabi, of course, in my courses. And I've been where you are. I've been a student. And just be flexible. Understand changes can happen sometimes. Sometimes it's just necessary to the syllabus if we need to revise a due date or add something in particular. But it's only to help you. So just be flexible and understand. If you ever have any questions about your course syllabus, please reach out to your instructor. I know it sounds cliche that communication is key, but it really is important for your college courses. So read through the syllabus, write a question mark beside anything that you need some clarification or clarity on, and make sure to ask your instructor. So here is for the Psychology 150, Dr. Winfrey's course. Here, we're in her Blackboard right now, and you'll see she has the course calendar as a separate item, so you can always go to it very quickly and access it. And other instructors, some of them do the same thing, so that's very helpful. So it's right there. And then at the top, a menu item over on the left for all, again, this is what Mallory Smith was talking about. All of these are going to be the same. This is the area that will sometimes be different because instructors can add different buttons there. This is your view. But those first 4 menu items will always be there, and the syllabus will be found under that second item, the Start Here tab. That's where you're going to find your course syllabus. So if you are taking online, you want to print it out, which again, it's online, but I still recommend that you print out your syllabus. That's where you'll find it under Start Here. And the course calendar sometimes will be here, or it definitely will be in your syllabus as well. Okay. Well, again, welcome to your MCC courses. I hope everyone has a wonderful semester. And again, if you have any questions about the syllabus, make sure to ask your instructor.
Go ahead and move on now. I'm going to tell you a little bit about self-service. So self-service can be accessed again through the MCC Tech Trail menu. And you can use this service to view financial information. You can register for classes if you're a traditional student. You can check your grades, transcript information. You can update personal information, and you can browse that course catalog. So once you click the self-service link on the Tech Trail menu, you're going to come to this screen. You will click the second green button to proceed to self-service. And then it's going to take you to this login page that looks similar to the others you've encountered with your MCC accounts. So here you'll enter your MCC username and your password. And it's going to take you to a home page that looks like this. Now mine's going to be a little bit different. This is from an employee's perspective, but I have left the things that do apply to students. So if you look over on the left side at that toolbar, the 3 horizontal lines will allow you to expand the menu. You can access the home page, you can access the financial information section, the academic menu, and your user options. So as you can see here, there's a lot of different services you can tap into in self-service. Student planning, that's going to be where you will go to search for courses and sort of plan out your course schedule. And then you can view your grades. So even when your Blackboard courses are closed, self-service is a great tool for you to go and view your grades at the end of the semester. The other thing that I want to mention on that Tech Trail menu is our technical help page. So you can use this page for help with setting up your username and password, any common email questions you may have, Bookstore questions, and Blackboard. And you can also download the Office 365 suite here, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But before I do that, I just want to bring your attention to the bottom right of the screen. You're going to see two different links there. The one on top is the email address for our MCC help desk. So any questions you may have about your account, any technical issues, just go ahead and submit a help desk email to us, and that is checked Monday through Friday and oftentimes on the weekend as well. So someone should assist you as soon as they can. The other new item we have to our website is our chatbot, and you have most likely seen this this little icon at the bottom of your screen. You can ask questions in both English and Spanish, and it will direct you to the area of the website or the employee who can help you. So as I mentioned before, one of the perks of being an MCC student is that they will have a free Office 365 subscription using their college email. So what that means is that you can download Microsoft Office on up to 5 of your personal devices. So if you've got a laptop at home that needs Office 365, you're welcome to download that. You will have it as long as you're a student at MCC. The requirements for this, you must have Windows 10 or higher for Office to run. And the most important thing we want students to know about this is that all older versions of Office must be uninstalled on your device before you try to download the new Office 365 suite. We have students all the time who come in with issues saying they aren't able to get this downloaded, and it's usually because they have an older version of Office on their device. So just be extra sure that all those previous versions are gone for this 365 to run. And then I'm just going to run through the steps of how you can download Office 365. As I said before, that can be accessed on our technical help menu. If you scroll down about halfway down the page, there should be a button for free Office 365. And then you'll click the green button to download. So the first screen that you'll be taken to is the Office 365 education page, and it's very important that you do have the education version. That is the one that will be connected to your MCC email. So at the bottom of the page, you'll enter your full MCC email address, as you can see. And then on the next page, you're going to tell them, I'm a student. And then you're going to create your Microsoft account. So you'll enter things like your first name, your last name, you'll create a password, and then you'll check your MCC email for a verification code that they will have sent you. So once you enter all of this information and click Start at the bottom of the screen, you will be able to download all of the Office 365 apps onto your device. Okay, now Miss Alex Linnell is going to share some information with you about our virtual bookstore.
Alright, so my name is Alex Linnell, and I'm going to show you just a couple of quick things about how to access the bookstore and a couple of things to know. So to get onto the bookstore website, and our whole bookstore is virtual, so everything you'll need will be done through the website here. So you'll click on this Tech Trail menu that Mallory's talked about, and then I'm going to close our chatbot here and click on Bookstore. And this will take you to our virtual bookstore website. So we've got the Montgomery Community College logo, so you know you're looking at the right one. The menu is here. This will be more important after you place your order. Once you place your order, you'll be able to access your digital content here. You can order more things, more materials here. At the end of the semester, you can sell your textbooks, and then if you need help, you'll be able to do the help and contact us there. So there are two ways to purchase books through the website. You can purchase using a financial aid book voucher, or you can purchase using a debit or credit card. So if you're going to use a book voucher, that book voucher will be delivered to your MCC email address about 10 days before the semester starts. And to use it, you'll click that Use It Here button at the top. And then you'll enter your information here. So this student ID is very important, that it's your MCC student ID number, not your username. This account is entirely different from everything that Mallory's just told you about. This one is separate. So you'll put your student ID number here, and then the voucher ID that comes to your email address there, and click Access Your Funds. And that will take you to the book voucher information. If you're not using a book voucher, you can click Let's Get Started here in the center. And then this is where you'll enter all of your courses. So you'll be able to take your schedule and enter your courses you have, including the section number. So you've got, this is your course ID here, and then you've got the name of the course. So you'll enter those. So if you have a business class, you can enter, you can type in business, so business 110 W1 here. And you can continue to fill that out with all of your courses, and if you need to add additional courses, you can do that here. And then once you have your entire course list here, you can click View Your Materials, and it will show you everything that is required and optional for these courses. And all of the options as far as print versus digital, renting versus purchasing, and all of the options for that there. Just a couple of other things to note. Let's see, this account is different from your MCC accounts as far as email and Blackboard. This username and password will be entirely separate. And then buyback that I mentioned a minute ago, up here under the menu, sell your textbooks. Buyback is available for anybody, anytime, all the time. But not all books can be sold. So you're welcome to try and put any book you want in here with the ISBN number, but not all of them are being accepted all the time. But you're definitely welcome to try and see what you can get. So if you have an account, you can go ahead and log in and do it through your existing account, or for faculty, if you haven't purchased any books, you can do this new customer here and set up your account quickly to be able to check what books you can sell.